I will show you how to install Podman Desktop and set it up on Windows in this video. So let's head over to our browser. I open Chrome and search for Podman Desktop. Podman Desktop IO is the official website for this software. So I open it. Then let's go to the downloads page. And here, download the version for Windows. Good, it is downloading the file. Note that if you are a fan of package managers and the terminal, you could also install Podman Desktop using this command, winget install. But because we have started downloading, we will wait for the download to complete and install it using the downloaded file. Once the Podman Desktop installer is downloaded, I open it. And then we choose to install it for everyone because it's better. If you change the users, other users and other user accounts will be able to use Podman Desktop as well. So install it with administrative rights and wait for the installer to finish installing the software. Let's keep the check and finish. This will run Podman Desktop after closing the window. Now we allow Podman Desktop to access networks. On the welcome page for Podman Desktop, I select Start Onboarding. There's an initial process that we need to go through. We couldn't find Podman, let's install it. The Podman as well as a virtual machine will be installed on our system. Next, as you can see, virtual machine platform should be enabled. It says that I don't have virtual machine platform enabled. So I need to enable it. We can open this guide to see how to enable virtual machine platform on Windows. Okay, this is the command that we need to run on PowerShell. So let's open our terminal. This terminal is a nice application for Windows, and it can run PowerShell commands. Make sure to run it as administrator. Okay, now I paste the command and let's press enter. Okay, the feature is enabled. Back to Podman Desktop. We need to close and reopen Podman Desktop. Quit. And I open it again. Okay, there's a link here for Podman to set up. I press it and then press next. WSL version should be above 1.2.5. Okay, our version of WSL is very low. We need to update it. So as you can see, currently WSL version is not installed even. So let's install it. WSL -- install. Let's install it. Wait for Windows to install Windows Subsystem for Linux. As you can see, Podman Desktop requires a quite updated version of Windows, WSL, and also hardware features, the virtual platform, virtual machine platform to be enabled on the system. So be sure to use an updated version of Windows and make sure that your computer supports virtual machine platform or hardware virtualization. This needs to be enabled from BIOS. So as far as I know, hardware virtualization is available for many Intel processors after generation 4. So almost any Intel processor on generation 4, fourth generation onwards, has this capability and can run virtualized workloads and supports hardware virtualization. And this is very important for software like Podman desktop and Docker desktop to work on your system. The download is complete and now it is installing WSL 2.6.2 is the version that is being installed. And nice, as you can see, the installation was successful, but apparently we will need to reboot the system. So let's check requirements again. And to make sure everything works smoothly, I'm gonna stop the video for now and restart the system, and then we will proceed with the installation and setup of Podman Desktop. Alright, I restarted my system and now I can proceed and resume setting up the Podman Desktop software. So I press Setup on the dashboard of Podman Desktop and press Next. Podman is not installed on this system. Would you like to install Podman? Yes. We want to install it for Windows Linux subsystem or WSL v2 because this is the software that we installed. So I select it. It is by default selected. I press Install. Okay, Podman installation was successful. And I press Next. We couldn't find any Podman machine. So once we are in this step, we have enabled WSL2, we have installed Podman. Now we need to create a Podman machine. So next. So I will leave the values to the default ones already filled in by Podman installer, and I press create. You need to wait for Podman Setup Wizard to download the Podman virtual machine image and then set up the virtual machine for you. Okay, looks like Podman virtual machine was installed. Because we have already installed Podman Desktop and set it up, looks like this shouldn't be here. Auto start. Next. Okay, yes. Everything is fine. In order to try and see if everything is done correctly, let's create our first container. As you can see, a new container was created. Now let's run it. And you can see that the output of this container after it was run is hello Podman world, meaning that our first container executed properly. I can also show you another example. Let's actually run a web container so that you will enjoy a more intimate glimpse of how a web container works running on Podman Desktop. So I'm gonna start the terminal. And now that we have installed Podman Desktop, a new command called Podman is available in the terminal. So Podman PS will list all the available containers that are currently running. because we don't have any containers running, we naturally see none here. Now I'm going to create a new container, Podman run rm to remove it after we exit it, and let's publish the containers port on 8080. The containers port are 80. We'll forward it to 8080 on our development machine. And then the name of the container image, let's specify it. Docker.io library nginx latest. Let's also give it a name like hello web. We need to wait for Podman to fetch the image for this container and then run it for us. Okay, all the components for this image were downloaded and our container started using this image. You can see the logs for the running container, and now we can head over to our browser and see the output of our container localhost port 8080, because this is the port that we exposed. There we go. Welcome to Nginx. And you can see the running container and its green status. That means running in Podman Desktop under containers as well. You can see that Podman Desktop is a full-featured application for managing containers with many different sections, including containers, pods, images, volumes, networks, Kubernetes, and extensions to add more features. In this video, I showed you how to install Podman Desktop on Windows. Make sure you use an updated version of Windows. Windows 11 is preferred. And we also set up Podman Desktop by first enabling the hardware virtualization platform and also installing the latest version of WSL.